right? The mammals of the sea.
Roy, I think all the living things on this planet have an extraterrestrial origin ultimately. And this is an idea that, the ancient Greeks had as well. For example, you had Plato talking about forms, ideal forms of all creatures originally existing on some higher dimension, and they're projected somehow down to this dimension and given physical form.
Let me throw a little.
So I think we've got to look off of this planet for the origin of all the species, whether we're talking about the mammals in the oceans or the ones walking around on the land, and I think there are all kinds of extraterrestrial contacts that have taken place.
Okay, let me throw a little monkey wrench maybe in all of this.
Okay,
Michael, how would you account for new species? Not only do some species, according to scientists, become extinct, but there are new species that appear on the planet. Now, are these carried down by our extraterrestrial friends, or are they just a product of nature and the evolution of mammals and all matter on this earth? In other words, how did these new species get here?
On the wider cosmic scale, from the information that I've gathered from various sources, including the ancient writings of various countries, including the Sanskrit writings of India, is that there's a fixed number of species numbering in the millions on the universal level, and these may be imported to the Earth that we know on different time scales. In other words, somewhere, all of the species are always existing, but at any particular time and place, only some of them may be visible to us.
And through what means do they arrive here?
Sometimes by extraterrestrial means, sometimes by, you might call it, intradimensional means. It gets you to a whole area. We may not even be able to penetrate all the regions of this Earth. That is something that we've heard down through history. For example, the Hopi Indians say that they've come up from 4 different levels below the Earth. In other words, there's some subterranean regions there that normally human beings and animals can't penetrate. So there may be dimensions even to this Earth that we're not able to penetrate, and perhaps some of these creatures enter and leave the world of our experience from these nearby regions.
Dimensional portals.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right, east of the Rockies, you're on the air with Michael Cremo. Hello.
Hi, my name is Nick.
Yes,
I live
Nick.
in Rockton, Illinois.
Yes, Nick.
Well, Michael, I tend to disagree with you. I think it's obvious that evolution happened by itself. Look at dogs and cats, and what's a hyena? You know what I'm saying? There's no animal, there's no plant. I would say that plants and animals evolved from one being that I would call God. And art, I love
we might
your show.
not have a disagreement if we see what the process is. If you're talking about because I would agree with you that there's God at the top of the hierarchy, and there's a process of descent with modification by which, from one generation to another, all the creatures that we're familiar with on this earth, including ourselves, have been produced. Now, but that's not the kind of evolution that you'll find described in the
Bible.
Important. It seems like if we want a good metaphor for the entire universe and our place in it, it may be like a virtual reality system on a computer. Now, if you know how those operate, that means you take somebody who's outside the computer and you hook up different devices to their senses, like you put little what they call iPhones over their eyes, small video monitors.
That's right.
So that it creates the sense of being involved in the computer world, even though they're outside of it. So in one sense, you could say that the person is being implanted into the virtual reality system inside the computer. So I think you're mentioning soul, and I think what we really are is we are souls who have been implanted by some system into a virtual reality.
All right, that is where we're going to have to end it, Michael. Very quickly, because we're out of time, where can they get your book?
The book is available by an 800 number, 1-800-443-3361. It's also available at Barnes & Noble and other book chains.
All right. Michael, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on the program.
Art, it's been a pleasure for me as well. Hope we get to talk again sometime.
Thank you, my friend. That's Michael Cremo and his version of the hidden history of the human race. To get a copy of this program, call 1-800-917-4278. That's 1-800-917-4278. Thank you all, and we'll see you again next Sunday at 7 Pacific Time. From the high desert, good night, everybody. This has been Dreamland, a program dedicated to an examination of areas in the human experience not easily nor neatly put in a box. Things seen at the edge of vision, awakening a part of the mind as yet not mapped. Yet things every bit as real as the air we breathe but don't see. Please join us again next week at this time for Dreamland.